Do you want to get what you desire? Are you looking for techniques to manifest it? Well, I have a technique for you that has helped many people, and Neville Goddard talked a lot about this technique in his lectures. This is the easiest technique, and doing this gives you surefire results. I will mention some points in this video that will help you while using this technique. SATS is the most common term you will learn when you start reading about Neville Goddard. But what is SATS? Well, SATS simply means a state akin to sleep or a state similar to sleep. Neville talked a lot about this state in his lectures because it helps impress the subconscious mind easily. You can easily experience this state when you are falling asleep or waking up. Today, I experienced the SATS after a long time. I generally use affirmations, but after waking up, I got into SATS and I will share with you my experience. So, after waking up, I stayed in my bed and started affirming some general affirmations. Doing these landed me in an imaginary scene, which felt so real. Also, the fun part is that I knew I was in this SATS. Although I didn't have any specific scene to play, as I was walking in front of my house, I literally felt myself walking. Not just seeing it visually, but experiencing it. My legs were moving, I was breathing, my hands were moving, and I could hear the noise of the environment. Now, since I didn't have some particular scene to play out, I went towards my garage, opened the door, and went inside. It was empty. I thought, let's imagine a new car. I was not clear which one it was, and this confusion was falling me out of the SATS as my logical mind became active when the confusion started, so I just grabbed the wall, and holding it helped me remain in the SATS. It was a surreal experience for me. Even though I took the SATS before, this experience is new to me. So, I will tell you some points that you must include in your SATS session that will help you achieve whatever you want. SATS is not that hard. It is very easy if you follow the points I am about to mention. The first and foremost thing is to get clear about what you want to experience. You can manifest anything you desire. You have limitless choices. It is like a buffet with unlimited dishes. You can have anything you want. So, decide exactly what you want. Is it a car? Great. Which color is it? What is the name of the brand? How are its interiors? Now that you have decided and are clear about your desire, the next step is to create a scene. In my SATs session, I didn't have any scenes. I just got into it and was consciously aware that I was there, so I was walking and went to my garage. So, don't be like me. Just create a scene, and while creating a scene, pay attention to this crucial point. The scene should be short, and it should be from the place where you have your desire. Many people choose the wrong scene. They create a long scene where they are getting closer to their desire. The biggest mistake they make is not to imagine from a place of having their desire, but of getting towards it. I will show you this by giving you a very simple example. We took the car as an example. Let's say there is Mr. Y, who wants to buy a car. He made his decision and chose a white color. If now Mr. Y thinks that he has to first imagine a scene where he gets the money for the car, then he is doing it wrong. Instead, Mr. Y has to go towards the end, and the end scene would be that he is driving his car, parking it in his garage, or getting it modified. In any of the scenes, the car owner is Mr. Y. It is not like he is going to buy the car from the dealership. It is a scene where owning a car is a normal thing for Mr. Y. This simple scene of getting in the car and feeling its seats would also imply that the wish had been fulfilled. So, always remember to go towards the end of having your desire. Some people will think that manifesting money first and then buying that thing can also be done. Well, I heard a story where one of the Neville students also raised this question. It was the story of a lady who wanted a really expensive hat that she couldn't afford. Neville told her to imagine herself wearing the hat, and, in her imaginary scene, to look in the mirror while wearing her imaginary hat. The hat came to her in the most fantastic way possible. One of her friends invited her to lunch. Her friend told her that she was passing by a shop when something in her directed her towards buying this hat. She bought the hat and came back home, but later realized that it was her mistake. She didn't want this hat, and she thought it would look lovely on her friend. So, the hat that women wanted got it in the most surprising way. She asked Neville why she didn't get the money instead of the hat. Neville asked her the amount she usually spends on buying hats, and the lady replied that it was very low compared to the hat she got. Neville inquired if she had ever spent that much money on a hat before, to which the lady again replied no. Now, this implies that, if she had gotten the money instead of the hat, she would have spent that on other things than buying this expensive hat. So, always go towards the end state of having your desire. Whatever you want, just imagine yourself having it instead of getting there or getting concerned about the initial steps to achieving that desire. Now, whatever the desire is, go towards the end, touch it, feel it, and hold it. It is really easy. Just play this scene again and again while falling asleep. Just play this scene when you wake up. Sit comfortably during the day and imagine this scene. You have to practice it again and again until it becomes a skill. With this, I hope you learned something amazing. Subscribe for more such videos. I will meet you with another golden nugget. Happy manifesting.